Apparently there's chill music playing. Oh, we're unmuted. We're live. Are we live, Daryl? I think we're live in game 1 of the TD leagues. Hillary, are you ready?
I am very ready to see it all kick off.
Yes, it's going to be an interesting game tonight. So the way this is going to work, we're actually playing a round 2 game early. So obviously we've got weekly games. I can't remember how many weeks. Daryl's going to be controlling the camera. The way this plays out is that we set pretty strict penalties for being late. I'm not sure we've managed to share the rules yet. That might have been my job, which I haven't done yet. My bad. But we're going to keep to time pretty strictly. Can't say I remember who the 5th player in Kappa's team is. Team Fredship.
Unfortunately, I'm unable to help you with that. I don't
know. Fred. Oh, Damien, of course. Sorry. So we're just waiting on Damien. Where is he? All right. Summarize the meta, this current meta, in like 2 sentences for me, Hillary, because I don't fucking know. I've been away. I've been in the USA.
Oh, that's exciting. I haven't been on holiday, but I have been on holiday a little bit from Dota, so I actually don't know a whole lot. But it is very, if you've got the skills, my understanding, it's quite zoo-based in the offlane with your Visage, with your Lycans.
Beastmaster.
Yeah. If you've got the skill, that's where it's leaning. So it's farming offlaners. I think another few standouts. Dawnbreaker's been picked pretty much in every role. Zeus again.
Yep.
As many roles as you can chuck him in. And then the mid lane, Puck is just the dominant hero. So if you can play Puck, you're
interesting.
in the green this meta.
So I mean, like these teams are interesting. Obviously, Justin will reprise his mid role, and we've probably got NG picking up the safe lane, and I think Danny's capped to role 4 or 5, so it's probably going to be the other Ray in the off lane. So they got a pretty locked roles, but when you come to Team Fredship, they've got quite mobile team players. Obviously, Jimmy plays every role. Nam can play every role, and Damien's actually played most of the core roles and can play at pos 4 too, if he gets the right hero. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of mobilize around that. Damien is a very farmy 3. He's a farmy everything, really. So, I mean, I don't think he doesn't have the micro skills though. I don't think so.
He'll still probably benefit. I mean, if he's a farming 3 right now, this is the best time to have been a farming 3. I don't.
Yeah.
Really
and
recall
Jimmy's the most farming of all roles. He's the most farmy 5, farmy 4, farmy everything. So he'll find money, and I guess it comes down to whether Nam wants to play mid or where he throws someone else in there. So it'll be really interesting to see how this draft goes. Justin has made himself into a Puck player, I want to say, so that'll be interesting. Do you reckon it's a first phase ban for Puck?
I would probably spend a ban on it. I think his tempo's too strong right now. The amount of lanes a Puck can lose at the moment is very few, and then the stuff you can do in the early game just sets your team up for a winning combination 20 to 30 minutes. So I've seen Justin's Puck. I would put a ban on it.
Okay. There you go. Well, Justin, high praise. As you see the toss go up in the air, and comes down, and first priority chosen. Oh, I don't know who won. Who won the toss? I don't know who won the toss. But anyway, first pick's going to be. Sorry. BBC won the toss, and they're going to take second pick. And Team Friendship goes Radiant. All right, I think we're ready to go. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm pretty
on time as well.
I've been keeping myself free of Dota so that I haven't been exhausted. So,
Oh, and it's fucking casting Christmas because here comes Tim. So we got Hillary, Tim.
excellent.
Excellent.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Timmy
Hello.
boy.
So how are we doing?
Next week's going to be a national holiday for the Dota because it's Daryl's birthday weekend. So,
Doesn't have any games on, does he?
no, we played through. I think I'm not sure, but yeah, there will be a parade, I believe. So we'll see how we go.
Ah, so he's like the queen of Rectum, like, you know, Queen's birthday.
Yeah, it's his Jubilee weekend.
Yeah.
Wow, how many years on the throne?
Not long, but he's definitely dominated it.
Yeah.
Of course, just recapping last TD, I think kind of like played out. Actually, no, you guys, New Zealand really popped off, but everything else kind of played out how we expected it.
Yeah, I felt like we had a pretty good show.
You had a great
happy
show.
we were happy where we landed. So.
I think so, yeah. All right, let's go. Round 2 to kick off TD League's new format of TD, and I think everything's reset. You know, we're not. Oh dear, something's not right with the lobby. Is that just me?
Someone's probably taking a while to load. This usually happens at
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
Who is it? It's not me.
All right, who didn't make it?
How do you know? Back to lobby. Who was it?
You know, every good league has a few technical problems.
That's
Stuff
right.
like
What
that.
MZ? What's MZ? Penalty. Try again, maybe. Maybe just kick lap if he's on his side. I don't know. I'll let Daryl work this one out. He's a genius. Here we go. Try again. And we're in.
Yeah.
Boom. All right. Welcome, everyone, to TDL Season 1. To kick us off, we got BBC up against Team Fredship. New teams, obviously, and new captains. We got NG coming up against Fred, who's captaining debut today. All right, Tim and Hillary, you're going to have to walk us through this because you guys are the brains here. First phase ban on puck you guys were talking about, right?
I would probably do that. I don't know.
Let's talk about the teams, though. Let's look at the teams, right? Like, are you going to first phase the Clock? Because Clock did come back, right? Clock's quite sexy this patch, I believe.
He's better. Yep.
Yeah.
And I think when you put on a demo, he just knows how to play it really well. So I think
That's
it's worth
it. Well, they didn't necessarily start off with the puck ban, and so they do have first phase pick, so they might be hoping to pick it for themselves. So we'll see how they go. Bit of a sheepish start there with the Bristle ban.
Bristle is also a top safe lane pick at the moment. So.
And of course, Justin would play it in the mid, right? So
Yeah, he would. I just it seems to be popping off in the safe lane. So it's like,
well, Justin plays safe
really
lane for
want
the
him in
mid.
the mid? Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. It's going to be interesting watching the Justin NG dynamic play out, right? Two really greedy farmers, and Justin kind of moving towards a more active play style, I think. Tim, what do you think?
I think he's been trying. He's been trying new heroes, stuff like Void Spirit and Puck.
Yep.
You know, a bit of Zeus, you know, when he wants to. And I think those kind of heroes you need to get kills on. So yeah, he's been trying to play that kind of new style for NG, but we'll see if he can do that in this game, I guess.
Yeah, interesting with the tiny ban. Jimmy obviously quite abusive on it, but also Justin as well. So I think 2 targeted Justin bans there, which is a lot of respect at the first phase for him. Everyone kind of feeling it out. There was a lot of time where like Tusk was first phase against Danny and stuff like that. We'll see what the first oh, there it is. Clock's through and Clock's picked. You reckon it's a no-brainer Justin Puck big then? Or like Justin's not a first phase picker, but do you reckon in this patch it's enough?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't say Puck's like, you know, the dominating pick that Storm was last patch, where it's like you didn't really need to be good at Storm, you just needed to pick him. Yeah, Puck's just a little more difficult with the combos, I think. But you know, if he's confident, he's been practicing, he could definitely do it first phase.
And of course, something to note here: Stewart subbing in for Casper, which is a bit not ideal, but hey. The league must go on.
Mm.
Tide, I think,
Safe.
the greatest TD hero of all time. Obviously going into Ray Ho there. So we'll see how this plays out. 2 safe picks from BBC.
Yeah. I think Tide's a great hero in these kind of games. Like, just the Ravage is really nice. And then the Lich staple, you know, Stu. I mean, it must be said, this man is a Lich god.
Demigod, maybe. You know, Casp isn't showing up. Jakiro, another like all-time TD great, right? One of the most contested picks, I think, in TD. And there's the faceless faceless void ban, which is so strange, so early.
I think we're gonna see 3 Jimmy bans here. So probably gonna see a
Yeah.
Void, probably a PL as well. Because I think that's just how Justin likes to draft, just ban out.
Yeah, but I gotta say, like, Void doesn't feel good playing into like a Tide Lich opening. Like, it's not a. I don't know. Interesting. Has Jimmy been spamming it or something, or is there something to like kind of?
Yeah, during the practice games he played it a lot, so
Yeah, okay.
he kind of revealed his hand a bit earlier.
I'd be banning Jug before the Void potentially.
Yeah, I mean Void's still pretty contested right now. So.
Yeah, okay. Good to hear that I will probably not be playing it for a couple of years.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hmm.
But hey, it forces you to have to.
Yeah, that's it. It doesn't feel. I mean, Void never feels like it changes from patch to patch. It just feels like the meta plays into his strengths or out of it, right? Like, it doesn't really feel like he's barely changed. The only change was that shard. Really, I don't even think that the accept is a meme, but the shard like kind of changed the gameplay. All right, it's 2 safe picks, and then no, there's a Shadow Demon ban there, Tim. So a bit of a curve there.
You're right. The Shadow Demon, I think Cap has been playing it a lot mid, and it's really good against all these agi carries that NG likes to pick.
Ursa, interesting ban there. Is that for the clock, or what do you think? Like, why would they care about the Ursa?
I think it just lets them, like, you know, Ursa's a very active carry. You know, he likes to run around, get kills. You've got to play for Roshan.
Yeah, but I feel like Ursa's a great NG counter, I feel. Don't you think?
Like, you want him on the Ursa, you mean?
No, as in like a lot of the heroes that NG enjoys, Ursa's pretty solid. And also it sets a tempo that like comes online before NG does. Like, I feel like John well picking NG into Ursa into him. And maybe it's just because Jimmy doesn't want to play him.
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy has been playing. Like, he doesn't really like this kind of heroes that have to do stuff. He kind of just like sitting in his triangle, hitting creeps. You know, he really likes that kind of playstyle. So
yeah,
makes sense that they ban it.
Saving every last branch. You know, Jimmy holds onto every item and sells them. He doesn't like leaving a single item behind. And there was a point where I was playing with him, and one of my favorite pranks was putting one of my old stuff into his backpack, and he would hold it for like 15-20 minutes. And then try and sell it at the end. And he's tried, like, there was a game where we almost lost because he kept trying to sell my old slippers. It's amazing.
Not the sniper ban. Really annoying.
Deuce is still in the pool, which is interesting. NG's not one to shy away from an early Deuce pick.
Yeah.
Deucer, the thing with Deucer is that against Tide, you know, maybe you can get the lane, it's okay, but like in the late game, like getting Ravage is pretty annoying because you don't want to buy BKB, right? And then the Anchor Smash is like also really bad for Deucer because all your damage is like agility, right? So when he gets on top of you and smashes you, you do no damage.
Right, got it.
So maybe that'll kind of deter Team Fredship from picking it.
Yeah, but I was actually talking about NG picking it. Can you go Deucer into the Tide? Does it just make 2 big long cooldowns?
No, I think it's good. I think against Clockwork it's fine as well. Like, you don't really care about getting hookshot. Usually you're just in the middle of the fight anyway.
Hello, a prophet.
Yeah, it's the Danny Prophet, which we've not really seen in League, but is like one of his infamous heroes, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Yep, he is pretty annoying when he gets those trees.
So that's a pos 4?
That is most likely the pos 4.
Yeah, okay.
I can't see NG playing a pos 1. I don't think it's a hero he likes to play.
Carrying from the pos 4.
And there's the Fred. And I mean, like, I don't know if you remember a couple of T's back, but Fred on Snap and Damien on Clock was like an absolute dumpstering lane. They really know how to vibe with each other. So, should be fun to watch that lane. And also, like, I mean, Team Fredship, other than being a very beautifully warm and harmonious team, really strong base of support players there, right? Like, compared to most of the other teams. It'd be really cool to see their lane dynamics play out.
Yeah, so who do they have on support? They have Simon and Fred, right?
Yeah. So Fred Damien, I think it's quite a strong lane. Fred's been kind of, I believe, underused or not used well for the last couple of TDs. He can play really aggressive supports quite well. He just needs to be picked into them, I think. And Simon and Jimmy, which will be super defensive but like very greedy lane, I think.
Eating down their timer. Interesting to see what he goes for next. If he's going to secure his mid or he's going to...
Jimmy likes to pick late when he can, but I do think they've got second last pick, so I guess they're not going to get the counter pick.
Yeah. I mean, in this phase of the draft, if you get second pick, it's like... if you get first pick in this phase of the draft, it's like pretty hard, like, because you're going to get counter picked on both your cores, right?
Yeah, it's pretty rough, eh?
So,
I mean, like, what do you think about the puck now? Is it viable?
It's good against Profit. It's okay against Tide as well, you know.
It's good against
It's
Lich.
not great. Yeah, good against Lich as well. So I think he's thinking about what hero do I want to play that doesn't get owned by Nature's Prophet.
Yeah,
So,
15 seconds. Oh, really tight there. And the Necro.
very interesting.
Do you reckon that's just against the Tide? Like against the tankiness there? Or seems like a weird... Or is it just a safe pick?
I think it's just a hero that doesn't lose the lane, right? So
Yeah. I mean, again, let's talk about like this. I think it's going to all come down to how the NG Justin thing works out, right? Like, Ray's still finding himself in the off lane, right? He's a very good player and he'll find his way, but he's going to have, like, he's not going to play a super aggressive tempo, right? So it's going to come down to whether Justin can set the pace. And obviously the Prophet, I think, makes a big difference there, right? Because Danny can set pace and he can rat and he can do all kinds of stuff within his Prophet, which is going to go a long way. The bat. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So Justin picking...
That's a pretty one-sided lane. If he plays this right, the bat will just destroy Necro.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good hero. 10
seconds.
The only other lane that's almost as bad against bat is like DK bat. That's horrible.
It is Dyer's ban.
There's a Deuce ban. What's the cooldown on Lasso?
Oh, it's pretty long. I think it's like 2
over
minutes.
a minute. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only thing I would point out. So there are windows there, right?
It is Dyer's
Yeah.
ban.
I think the issue is that he can dive you at like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
If he comes out of lane, not stomped, it's a win.
Yeah, okay. Who? The bat?
Necro.
Oh, Necro, yeah, okay. I mean, Nam sheepishly going mid, but everyone's been saying he's a lot better than he's been putting himself out there, right? What do you reckon, Tim? How do you reckon that lane's going to play out?
I reckon Justin will stomp his lane.
Yeah, okay, nice.
That's my prediction, at least.
So what kind of Jimmy carry do you reckon is going to allow them? I mean, what about a Drow? Like, Drow to bat feels bad, right? But
yeah, it's pretty annoying getting lassoed. No saves for that as well. Prophet's meant to be good against Drow as well. You can just kind of teleport on top of her.
Tiny would have been okay, right? But they first phased it. What else were we thinking about the Jimmy pool? PL's gone. Jug is still in the pool.
Jug could work.
Jugs could definitely work.
Yeah,
there we go. Especially
man, I'm learning.
This new shard on him, like if he gets this, if he gets the spin off, even if Bat lassos him, Bat's gonna basically die pulling him away.
And not just that, like Tide, like you can get out of the Tide Ravage, right? I think that's a big deal.
Yeah. Like, okay, he can't split as safely because of Bat lasso, but other than that, I mean, it's a good pick.
I think it's a good pick. It's also a great pick when you're going to get countered, right? Like,
It's stable, it's safe, and it's currently OP. So
Jug does feel pretty juicy lately. All right, great. Well, that sounds like their game plan's kind of set up there nicely, and like really, it's going to come down to whether
Choose your hero.
Spectre, weird.
that is an interesting last pick. Thoughts, guys? Because I thought Spectre was nerfed out of Dota 2 recently.
I think she's kind of mid-lane at the moment. I think they picked it more because of what they're wanting to do with their team, I think. So they're going to try and set up stuff for the bat and the Prophet. And Spectre can kind of just help out.
Haunted. Do you reckon? I mean, I don't see NG buying an Ag Scepter, but is that the way you'd play it, or?
I think it is these days, yeah.
I think that's one way you can play it, right? As in,
Yeah.
it's quite nice getting the Ags, especially if you have an active team. But sometimes you can just kind of fall back. If they have a couple of illusions, you can get Radiance, you know. You
I
can get Mantle
agree.
Refusal. It's quite
I
nice.
feel like if you can't play the Ag Scepter well, it feels really bad. Because you
Yeah,
invested
yep.
4.2k into this thing that's not paying dividends, whereas you just buy the Radiance instead, right? And just... Or whatever, like, diffuse, or whatever you want to do, like, just go.
For sure.
I mean, I think
it's a team communication thing,
Yeah.
I think. If your team's really got a plan in place, go for the Ags. But if you're going to sit back and carry it late, but we'll see how the lanes break down.
All right, guys, let's make our calls. Where are we thinking?
I'm thinking... I'm on BBC for this one. I think the Bat's going to be too strong.
That's going to be too strong?
Yep, he's going to
Hillary?
be pretty active.
Yeah, I'm just worried that it's going to be a stomp for the bat, and then it's going to set up heaps of activity with him, Prophet, and Spectre, and they're going to roll the game.
All right, I'm going to be a bit nostalgic and just back the Damien clock and see what he can do. Hopefully he can disrupt the game a bit. Let's see how this one plays out, but an exciting first draft. An interesting solution to the Justin NG conundrum, and it looks like Justin is going to play that very tempo mid this TD, and it's going to be exciting to see, and it's great to see the Prophet come out on Danny. So a couple of all-star hero picks as we kick off game 1 of the TD Leagues. Very exciting.
Prepare
Looking
for
forward to this season playing out in a little bit more casual, but a lot more enjoyable form of Dota with a pretty fun patch, I think, so far. So
Yeah, I'm excited as well. First game back, you know. Get some hype going.
it's good to be back, isn't it? Good to be
Yeah,
back, and
it's
I think
great to be
these teams feel good, right? It's gonna be fun. Obviously, Tim, you've had a bit of movement in yours, so it'd be interesting to see how that plays out. But everyone else feeling pretty stable. I think a bit of.
We haven't had any practice.
I don't think many have. Yeah, I don't think many have. But like most teams have like a vibe, you know, and I think it's good. Like they're good vibes.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
none on this stage shrink
Well,
from
I'm looking forward to the season. You know, will Tim return to the throne, or
30
will
seconds to battle.
will Pos 5 Daryl keep him out? Let's see. Will Justin prove that he is immortal in all things, not just ranked Dota? And can Hillary, you know, summon the New Zealander spirit to topple the throne again?
Well, we'll throw some stones at some glass windows and try and make it
That's
hard.
for sure. That's for sure. All right, pretty family start to the first
And now, the moment you
game of the league. Go 2 runes apiece. Let's go through the lanes. So obviously in the safe lane here, the bot, we've got Jimmy on Jug, a hero that he used to say he would never play and hated, but then learnt in the matter of like a couple of weeks and now loves. How could you not love Jug? We've got Simon playing Jakira, a very un-TD hero of his, but obviously a fantastic hero in TD. Danny on the Prophet, and Ray on the Tide. How's this lane going to play out, guys?
I think Tide will probably just want to get some level because he went to Smash level 1.
Yeah.
So if he can get out of this lane with like a bit of farm, you know, not get wrecked by the jug spin, I think he'll be doing pretty well.
Brilliant. Let's quickly move to the mid lane because that looks like where the action's going to be. Justin on Bat and Nam debuting in TD and mid on the Necro. Hillary, what do you reckon?
blood is all
Oh!
on the ground, and we're
That was
already
fast.
looking
Well,
for more.
I did tell you, It's a hell of a fucking lane, but we'll get to that in a second.
It was the death that I didn't see coming, though.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh no, Fred. I completely got that wrong. I saw first blood. I just assumed he was dead. As we see
mid
Justin
lane.
already 6 stacks, and it looks like that's going to be a dead Necro to start. If he can survive through the burn. What is going on? There's just deaths left, right, center. TD! Oh, it's a 3-0 start! We get a death in every single lane. As Danny gets Simon, and Justin just gets 6 stacks into the Necro and finishes them out. This is a disastrous start for Team Friendship.
That was a brutal level 2 spike with that.
Yeah, you saw the Necro actually like backed off to reset the stacks, but
Yeah.
it was like literally last millisecond he got the extra stack and refreshed it and then just dived in. So
I guess that's the lane loss, right?
well, it's not over. It's
Yeah,
just
not
pretty
yet.
bad.
I think
Wow, Tim. Can I record that one and play it back to you a bit later? Alright, let's go to the top lane as we see First Blood already fall to NG no less on the Spectre. Stuart, second best Lich in Rectum. Damien hunting on his clockwork, and Fred, the first to die unfortunately on Snapfire as he tries to pull. But Stu's too good for that. He's going to cancel that. Oh, a little bit late as the lane gets pulled anyway.
Creep's too aggressive.
Well, how does this lane play out other than the obvious First Blood?
Yes, well, they will be kicking themselves that happened. 'Cause
Yeah.
they should be having a way better lane.
I think the Lich, if he oversteps, easily dead. Spectre doesn't really offer much in kill potential, so
Yeah.
I think the fact they got that early kill really helps that lane a lot.
As we see some harass in the bot lane. I mean, like Stuart's, you got to block that pull cap for Stuart. He's already unwarded it, or dewarded it, sorry. But he's trying to get a double pull there. 'Cause I was gonna say the lane equilibrium's played back towards Damien, thankfully.
Another kill.
Well, that's 4 in a row or 3 that we've missed, which is fantastic. Great start. Well, maybe Daryl hasn't, but I definitely have.
Looks
Death
like
in
it
the
was just a
Prophet.
classic.
Yeah, I mean,
spin run him down.
huge damage lane, right, between the
Yeah.
Jakiro and the spin into slow.
Funnily enough, the Tiger's just going to watch his Prophet die half the time.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
The
Oh, and here we
Tiger's
see it.
fine.
Curious Snoop. Curious Snap. There he is. He's dead. Caught it.
Now this is pretty dangerous for the Dire. I think they can dive this Jakiro.
And it looks like it's going to be a dead cut by as he starts to
I
TP
would
out.
really like to have seen. Uh-oh.
I
That's
can't
actually
keep
a
up with
disaster.
action. Yeah, so loses his TP, and that's his second death on Nam.
Yeah, that's lane over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I know we've been really generous before, but that is a lost TP. Yeah, that's got to hurt.
And now, yeah, Necro is going to have a hard time finding a place in this game because he can't just go back mid, right? Because
Yep.
the bat's going to be level 6. He's going to show up and then die. And yeah, we actually
Sad.
see.
What do you do here? Yeah, Fred coming in mid. Okay,
Yeah.
soaking up some
Yeah.
XP. Although Justin says thank you very much. He's got his lasso up, so you could probably just end him right now if he wanted to. But he's-
Snapfire is a not too hard kill either. They probably best put. They need Jug to get his level 3 blade through, and then they rotate him mid. That's
that's not
that's
bad.
their best play.
I think not.
And he's not far. Oh, he's a whole level away from it. Oh dear, Necro going to the jungle on level 4 now with the level 6 Justin having an absolute free mid lane there.
Yeah, we've got some POS 8 behavior going on with the Lich stacking all the camps.
Rock it on.
Stuart, he serves at the pleasure of the president always.
He's serving well. They're doing
Yes.
a good job.
Actually, a really nice play because the snap went mid, so he was 1v1 for a bit with the Spectre and the clock, so kind of snowball the Bats game. He can stack camps from, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
really nice.
Oh, the NG's going to say me, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, he can try farm it over the next 5 to 10 minutes. That can take
Oh,
it.
and that's probably going to be a dead Kappa again in mid there. Unless Fred
Oh,
can help him
it's
out there.
bait.
Oh, you know what?
Oh.
It doesn't matter. I can hear Justin cackling right now.
Oh, it's so painful. Yeah.
Pretty grim start here to game 1. what's the way out of this?
I mean, when you're getting wrecked mid, the only thing you can do is pray to your side lanes, you know, hope they're going well.
Yep.
Hope they carry you out of this mess. And that said, ooh, I think they probably could have gone on bot there.
I think so. Could have been a dead tide there.
Yeah. Level
If they
3
can
spin.
Necro just really
Cancel that salve. There it is.
Oh, yeah. Necro really needs to focus on getting his 6 and then trying to turn a side lane, I think.
Well, there's level 6 now. So if he can maybe swing down, I think, potentially. I don't think moving up is worth it because NG is already slowly retreating back into, I think, the jungle soon.
Yeah, I think it's one of the reasons why the Necro bat matchup feels so shit is because, like, if you lose your lane, it's really hard to rotate as a Necro and make it effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of bank on the fact that you're going to win your lane really hard, right? So getting smashed is like twice as bad.
Yep. And Danny's gone to the jungle to farm. So capitalizing on that early win from Bat, taking a bit of time to just get that early farm into their team. He's looking for a Bassie to build into a Vlad's. Tide alone, they could potentially spin him. He hasn't got Ravage just yet. I guess the Prophet's only one TP away, but still.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And there's a level 6.
Alright, Damo.
Yeah.
Can I get going on here? Oh, has both of his braces in its backpack.
Wild. That's a real power move there.
Yeah. Doesn't need braces.
So
Just
Joke's
sitting in
about to
bed.
hit 6. I would probably...
Go for the tide there. Yeah, here we go. He's got to die now. He's got to die. Spin onto him, please.
That's
Spin
he's
now.
gone.
Spin now. Here comes the... There it is.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
no. Oh, Ravage.
Oh, you gotta Omni that, bro.
Oh, this is a
That's a big
disaster.
mistake. Oh, he Omnis now.
Oh, the leaps.
He's still going to die for it, though, which is unfortunate. Oh, is he? No, surely he is. No, oh, healing ward!
Healing ward.
Oh,
Oh,
cookie!
wow.
Oh!
Oh, clutch!
Oh, wow. Oh, Bat's
This
here.
is-
Oh, my
and
God.
there's the bat to clean up. And his clockwork's swiping around as well, so he might be able to pick someone up if he can.
With the haste room.
Oh, he's...
Oh, no.
And there goes the bat taking 2 on the bot.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Gets the hook onto the
Radiant's just look to
spec, but nothing of it in the end. Unfortunate.
That,
Justin showing what that lead can do for him.
Yeah, that lasso was like split second from not getting it.
Dire should look to their top
Mm.
tower.
I think the TP was like 0.2 seconds or something. It was like really
Yeah.
close. Yeah, but I think, yeah, during that fight, he actually lost his travels, so it's pretty, it's like not the greatest. I mean, he gets kills, but I think the travels is very important for your game, especially
Mm.
because you just like TP to whatever lane like a hero shows up in, you know, like Necro shows up, you can just kill him. Even heroes like a clock's not entirely safe.
And Necker enjoying a little bit of that space there, right? He's slowly trying to claw his way back. He's still 1.6k behind the bat, but Simon now reclaiming his throne as farming support.
I mean, we look at the net worth 10 minutes in. If you're a mid laner who got smashed, you know, if he's top of your team, you know that's like pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
That 5k net worth 10 minutes. So we're pretty happy.
That jug, yeah, really behind. In fact, that jug below net worth than the pos for Danny. So, not feeling great there. There's a little battle of the pos fours there in the jungle.
There it goes.
And Danny just farming away.
I think it was just he was getting really heavily contested on the last tips by the tide. So,
Yeah. Damien pings the NP. Oh, well done. Oh, no. Bit of anti-synergy there. The hook shot, sorry, onto the...
No way he gets out of this. Like, he got out of that.
it was a worthy try, but
Let's see, what are the chances of that? How many creeps did he have? He had like 2 treants next to him. So TP is 3 seconds, 0.7. He gets 4 batteries in between, right? Or 5, because he gets 1 at 0, right? So I mean,
Wow.
someone else can do the math.
I was
but
going to
I'm
say,
sure
you're going
it's, like,
deep into
basically
the...
zero.
Yeah, it's too late for spreadsheets for me.
What time is it?
Dire should
It's
look
only
to
9:30 where we are. So
It's 11:30 in Kiwi time.
11:30. I can't. I'm not doing spreadsheets at this.
Tide Ravage is back up. Jimmy's been caught out. He's got his spin, and he's not going to use his TP though, and that's going to be potentially disastrous. But the Tide's not going to follow him.
that's strange. I think it'd be worth blowing a Ravage at
Yeah,
this point.
I reckon that would have been a dead jug if they. He's got mana, and he's not using his healing ward.
Yeah. So
Clock
Clock's
hunting
doing-
Lich on top. Oh,
Oh,
misses
no.
the hook shot, which is he's cursing himself.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
He's
tower
doing
is
the
under
thing
attack.
he just has to do. The team really needs direction, and I think Clock's understood that. He's trying to get stuff happening.
Radiant's bottom
Yep.
tower is in
Necro TPing bot to try and maybe catch out the Tide there. And he's getting absolutely slapped
Oh,
down.
he has no mana.
Throws the reach.
Oh,
Oh,
Necro
this
doesn't
is
even die.
almost dead. And there's from downtown Stuart showing what Stuart does. No damage.
yeah, blowing a scythe, not getting a kill.
tower is under
Really
attack.
Sad
sucks.
that Jimmy wasn't able to use his Omni Slash there either. So
Radiant's
I guess they'll say that Ravage was blown
denied.
with no gain.
Should look to
But,
their middle tower.
Oh, and Clock's gonna die top. Oh, never mind. Backs out. Just in time.
Middle for Radiant's
Bad
Oh,
hunting.
never mind.
Here we go.
that is moving fast.
That's his second haste.
Yep, just one of those value.
Yeah,
ones.
that sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Dead Damien. Oh!
Take it back.
Oh, clutch! Everything's clutch. And is Danny gonna pay? God! Simon with the clutch return
Well, maybe
gets
not.
him right down to 61 health. That's gonna be enough for him to limp away. Amazing. Incredibly aggressive game of Dota here, even after this like quiet period. 12 kills after 13 minutes.
I mean-
It's like, well, my Lasso's down. Time to farm.
I mean, I'm gonna say it. This 3k lead, still only a 3k lead.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's actually not that bad. Like, considering how the lanes went, it could
Yeah, I
be
thought
worse.
we'd be at 5 or 6 by now. I thought it'd be a real blowout. What is our favorite game? What's NG building? And it's an Echo Saber, so he's playing a little bit different.
Cool, Echo. Interesting. Kind of old build.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan. I like going the diffusal from going.
no, I'm not either. And Danny's slowly feeding the other team back into the game.
That's true.
It's 3 back-to-back
Yeah.
deaths there. Maybe not necessary.
Dire should look
As
I think I've seen
he's-
this strat before, but he needs to keep himself low net worth.
is now
Yeah, he doesn't want the TD
tower is
powers that be investigating this fake pos for. It's just like, oh shit, I'm too rich. But they're gonna get top tower, which, you know,
tower.
we didn't think that was gonna happen this game, so that's good.
Oh.
They're looking for a kill on Tide potentially. Here comes Stuart pinging around, but there is 2 on 3. Oh, and there's the Reaper scythe, hopefully. Dead Tide. Lich
but
drops
this
his
chain drop.
ult, and there's the lasso into the chain frost. It's an absolute disaster. Way too many creep for Jimmy. And it's going to be a 3 for 1. Big rotation though. Haunt dropped, and I do believe lasso was dropped. So everything bar the Ravage used, but they'll take that 3 for 1 any day of the week.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well,
Dire have fortified their
I mean, you said the question was going to be whether Justin is going to direct the team and take that more active role. And,
Yeah.
I mean, he's really showing off because
yeah, there you go.
that lasso was 7 seconds cooldown, so he had thought ahead. He bought his
Yep.
smoke,
hmm
and he was like, "I'm ready to go. Let's get them in 10 seconds." Boom.
It's Hillary-esque thinking. I was going to say though,
Oh, jeez, I don't call. I've been pretty lax recently, but thanks.
Simon has managed to take 1.95 towers though in that time, which is good.
Radiant's middle tower is under
So they do take top, and mid's all but dead. Justin moving into the enemy triangle. As Jakiro tries to hold mid. They're not going to deny mid though. Damien's moved in position mid, looking for a bit of a hook, but I think someone's pinged him out. They do have a sentry there, but no vision, and there's mid tower fallen. So, 2 towers down to the 1. A 3k lead stabilizing. Nam finding some farm?
Yeah, he's got a force stuff.
Not bad. Jug still not... Oh, he's got his Maelstrom now. He is finding out that people are farming his camps. Not happy about that. Deep Observer Ward there, behind the T1 and T2 in mid, which is interesting. Good for the bat.
Oh, they might make a move on NG. There is a scythe.
And there is a hook shot.
Is he not
Will
going
he
to
catch
scythe
it?
him?
No. Nah. Oh no. Damien's find himself in the middle of a Bukkake there. Will he throw his hook though? There's the Ravage to make sure he doesn't get it off. It's going to get blasted down. He hooks out, but to his death. The lasso finds Nam and he's dead. Fred's big goops won't be enough. Here comes Danny there to finish up the back line. Simon's going to try and TP out, and he gets out!
Oh, Fred goes in though. Oh, Fred!
3-man cookie isn't enough as
Oh, no.
Divos wands it off. Another 3 for none. But Jimmy, all the while, farming. Queued up his shard, number 2. I think handy when you've got the tide and the bat, right?
Mm-hmm. And I think this is the build that we've been seeing a lot. Like, people just get the shard ASAP and they just go kill people. So.
Yep. Damien's in mid, trying to defend that tower. There are a couple mulling around. Here comes Nam. Will he be able to...
Ice Path Connect.
Oh, they catch Justin. He
He's
drops
got a-
his BKB, freshly minted. That's going to be a dead clockwork. Nam was hoping, I think, to get the lasso onto the Bat Rider. Christ, he's got a BKB and travels.
Yep.
Pretty not so bad game.
Pretty nutso, and unfortunately they've dropped an observer right under that sentry, which is yet another small tragedy to add to the litany of unfortunate mistakes being played out here for Team Fredship, but that's alright. That's how Dota goes. So he's got to mill around the top tower there. Fuck, what's the way back? Nam's hunting. He does see the tide.
Nope.
Just T-warding, just T-warding. Meanwhile, Danny amassing an orc army down here at the bottom. Just pushing, pushing, pushing. We're yet to see the full power of the MP play out this game, but it looks like he's starting to gain that momentum now, right?
Yeah, he's closing in on it.
Yeah.
Is he going? No, he's going.
Getting a Wraith
Wraith
back.
Pact.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
I think it's great, especially when you're ahead, you know, because
Yeah.
they're already having damage problems, and then Wraith Pack on top of that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Interestingly enough, they've also planted their own observer under the sentry of the Radiant team here in their jungle. So
Boom, there it goes.
one apiece. Neither of them dewarded. Interesting enough. Obviously they don't have vision, maybe because of sentry.
Radiant's middle tower denied.
Top tower, the Danny Nam battle, and Justin's coming hunting, and that's going to be probably a dead Necro unless Fred can make it back in time. He throws the Reaper Scythe to no avail. That's so tragic.
Howdy.
How many times has Danny almost died this game?
Oh.
At least twice.
And Fred's dead.
Yep.
Fred, unfortunately, not making a habit of almost dying. So at 17-6, it's a 7k lead now.
Radiant's top tower is
What's
under
NG building? He's going into a Manta. Manta Echo.
Structures are fortified.
Oh yeah.
Not bad, but he's not going to run away the game with that, right? So
No.
I think it buys
not
a
really
bit,
his-
a bit more time for
Yeah.
Jug?
It's not really his job to, though. To be honest.
Yeah,
He just
true.
needs to be hold it steady,
Top tower
get his
is
big items.
Yeah, and there's the Scepter on the Tide Hunter.
Radiant's
Yep.
top tower is
Actually
under
very
attack.
fun this game.
Jug almost at his Yasha, following his shard.
Arms for the dead.
I mean, despite this big chunky lead, they haven't really got objectives on the back of it, right? 2 towers now.
Well, you look at their draft, their team, it's pretty hard for them to take towers with like
Yeah.
that and Spectre, so that's
Yeah.
one thing they got going for them.
And they're not a good rush team either, so... Oh, they got an NP, I guess.
They can do it. It's just kind of slow and
Yeah, they do have the Tide. It's a nice anti-rush. Nam still on level 12. Justin now on 17.
Justin hunting again, smoked out. Must be wanting this jug because they didn't go for Jakiro.
And he's going to get it by the looks of it. Unless he can spin his way out. Oh, there it is. TP, TP, TP! He's not TP!
No.
I think he's going to... Oh, he makes it out. Okay.
It's close.
Man,
Close.
he really held on to that. While Stuart walks through the Macropie, because he's a sick cunt. And he's going to die for that, I think? He is. And that could be a dead... Oh, no, he's got BKB. If you can use Safe... sorry, Safe. Reaper's side. I keep
He's
fucking
stuck.
that.
Oh my god, they need this kill so bad.
And they're not going to get it.
Away.
Oh, there's the Ravage. Who do they use the fucking Scythe on? Oh, Fred's dead. Everyone's dead. Oh, it's an absolute fucking disaster. Unless the spin can come in handy here. Oh, dear. It's an absolute fucking disaster. If you can pull him away from the Treants, he has got Omni.
Goes for it.
Oh, he had no choice. He was dead either way. Oh, he's got spin. He's
No
got
way
wand.
he gets
Oh god, that fucking heat seeker of a fucking
Alright.
dagger. 4 for none. Who did they use Scythe on?
Yeah. What's the show? What's the fight recap?
You have to hold that Scythe for the bat, surely.
I mean,
Because you can Scythe through BKB, right?
you can't.
Oh, really?
Nah,
Nah.
it doesn't go through the spell immunity anymore.
It used to?
Yeah, it used to, but not anymore. And the stun used to, and spell damage gets. But then they changed the BKB mechanics, so not anymore.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
All right, let's make some predictions. How long do you think this is gonna go on before Team Fredship decides to go to game 2?
I mean, the hook
actually,
shot
still-
onto the Spectre. Can they drop off another Scythe? They got Scythe in 5 seconds. And are they going to be able to... Oh, he's going to die.
Depends if they get some morale boosting kills. It's not looking good though.
No, it's not looking good at all. And another 3 for none. Looks like they can't get a kill on anyone at this point, which is quite disappointing. And that...
And there's a Wraith picked up as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so hard to get a kill.
The Spec just feels too tanky for them to be able to burst down.
Tower is under attack.
I mean, what is the possibility of them getting like a full fight? Like, consider they get like everything perfect, you know, like 5-man cogs, 5-man ice pass, 5-man macro fire,
Has fallen.
and then they kill all 5 of them. Do you think there's still a chance that they come back in this game?
I think so, yes. I think in TD, you never say never. But I don't think they've got the tools to do a 5-man wipe. 5-man cogs, 5-man... Like, 5-man cog... Like, that's not a thing. So, like, can you tell me a way... Like, if you said 5-man chrono, okay, maybe. 4-man chrono, I don't know.
Yeah, or for
But,
like a
like-
5-man black hole.
Right. But, like, I don't see them having the tools to be able to do group damage before...
Well,
I don't
alright,
know.
maybe there's like some miracle in the Roche pit where, like, you know, they bait someone and then they group up with 4 heroes trying to save one guy, and then bam, cogs. Right?
Ravage for
Cool.
some reason
Maybe.
was used on off cooldown beforehand.
Yeah.
I still don't think they have they just don't have the damage. They just don't have the tools to kill, right? And the unfortunate thing is these fucking Treants make that Omni Slash, which is a big damage dealer, like almost irrelevant, right? So I just don't see where they're going to get the damage from. Oh, well, I said that as Fred just absolutely clears on. wave of trees, but I just don't see them having the damage.
Gaben would agree with you, Lakshman.
Yeah. Where's the
It's not
wind
looking
curve at?
good.
Oh dear. Alright, well they're looking for an easy kill now.
Are they even going to get this one, you reckon?
I don't know. Well,
Put your bets in now.
yeah, I think the spin will probably get them
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah, she
There
does.
we go. Can they clear these fucking... Oh, they gotta get rid of the Wraith Pack. They can't find it. There's too many things.
Oh no, bat ends up coming.
Oh no! Parallel lines! Too many parallel lines. Hook shots missed. As both the 1 and the 3 get picked off. Macrofire placed in an odd position. I'm not sure why it ended up there, but it did. That's fine. Here comes Fred to make sure no one ever doubts that Stuart's any more than the second best Lich. Oh. 3, 2 cores, 1 support for the 2 supports.
I mean, at least they got some returns.
Justin is 15 and 0 as they move into the Rosh pit.
I mean, his aim this game now is to not die. He's had a perfect game. If he can keep it perfect, then he'll be happy. Did you say-
I am going to put out there that I don't think they banned well. I'm not sure about the
I
bristle.
feel like they needed, yeah, like I feel like the Necro pick was kind of questionable. Like,
Yeah.
'cause you knew that you were gonna get counter picked. You could have like Puck was still on the floor, right? You could have just.
Oh, I think
picked
it's going to be a
the
dead Jimmy there. He's not TPing either. So here comes the bat. Oh, can he kill it? There we go.
Yeah, that was. He almost stuffed up.
Yeah. Is Ravage up? No mana, thankfully. So they're spared yet another ass whooping there. Wraith Pack is up. There's too many fucking things to click on. How do you kill the Wraith Pack? Like... No joke in that last part. You could watch Jimmy looking for it, right? Wait,
Looks like
Mail's up, but he don't
Like-
care.
4 mana.
Does-
Rage, alright, this could be-
Doesn't get the spin off, but he does get Omni, but you know, who gives a shit? He's gonna kill the Tide, and he could potentially kill... Oh, he's got an Aegis, so who gives a shit? There goes Justin, Nam's down. So is the clock. As the 1 and the 4 retreat backwards, but here comes Daddy to say, fuck you, Fred. Wraith Pack is back up. Oh, you might be able to get... If you can get his heal up, where's his... Is his heal up? No, he's got... Oh, there it is. His ward's up. He should pop his ward up if he can. No, he's dead.
You gotta worry about seeds, fruit.
2 for 5.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's a jug showing that he actually has a bit of damage. Managing to kill the spec and spec once on the Tide, so
Finds Nam. Oh dear.
Nam has a BKB if you can get it off, but he's dead.
Did he just get one dead? Or
Yeah, it's 9 seconds, so I think he literally just bought it, and then now he died without buyback, so...
But thankfully, because he's died so much, he'll be back in 30 seconds.
yes, he's got a nice stash of TPs. Always a good thing about being on the losing side.
NJ's Aegis is down
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
as the back goes deep to find Fred.
Oh,
Radiant's middle barracks are under
They're not going to get the racks. Just something. Backdoor protection kicks in and these treants are pretty dead.
The seeds are forming.
Alright, they fake back to get the smoke. See if they can make anything of it. There is the Tide in their own jungle, which they will see. But they need this
they
Justin
see him
kill.
and they choose no. We don't want him.
Yes, wisely. Nam's gonna bump into a hasted
And
Bat.
unfortunately, Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's,
think
it's
that is
pretty-
literally the 5th haste he's gotten.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They're still hunting.
Oh no.
Jug.
Tide knows. And he's positioning well.
Yeah, he's positioning very well. They're gonna just settle with retaking the outpost. I don't know how I feel about him going to the Mjolnir. He feels too paper to me. Would you not go try and build a Skadi? Like, just even the orb?
You knew the damage this game.
Oh, sad boys. He's just
Yeah.
getting melted, though.
He's too far behind. They actually just need to get kills.
Well, it's not far off the Mjolnir. Couple of 100 gold there, I guess. This game stretches into the 32nd minute. Here comes the assault on bot. They do have fort up and about 1,000 trees there. This is like fucking Lord of the Rings 2 here.
Oh no.
Dead?
Yep.
Clockwork's dead, just like that, and he's dead for 50, which is probably the longest cooldown we've seen in this game so far. This T3 probably comes down, these big motherfucking trees. Is that the Ags?
Shard? Is it Shard? Or is it Eggs?
That's
Something.
shard.
Yeah, it's Shard, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's Shard.
It used to be a scepter at one point, I swear.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it used to be when your ult killed a hero.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, you got like a badass tree.
Yeah.
They're
it was
actually fucking hard to
stronger.
kill, yeah.
Yeah, I think the trees you used to get were even stronger than the ones you get now, but
Yeah, for sure. They were like they were like
they were
heroes.
like 2 to 5,
Yeah.
3,000 HP. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
something in power. Well, Jug's now got his Mjolnir on. I guess you want a Basher next? Is that what you're saying? Or a Scepter?
I mean, honestly, like, you probably need something like Rapier. Like,
Yeah, Divine Rapier, let's go.
I'm gonna say Scepter. So I'm gonna say Basher because the reason why I love Basher is it's so cheap. And when you're from behind and they've got BKBs,
Yeah, the one thing Basher might potentially open for them is a kill on bat.
right? And also with the attack speed and the Omni Slash and the Bash, makes a big deal, right? Especially when you're hunting with a very slow Necro trying to get that scythe off. I think it's a value item. And he probably doesn't have time to go build into like a 7,000 gold item right now, so
I think it's the safe item.
yeah. What is he gonna build though?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's gonna walk
unbeknownst
straight
to him.
into.
Yep.
Oh, he gets the spin off,
that's-
which is not the worst thing. Oh no!
no,
That's not how Dota 2 works. But he's gonna die by the sound of it. And
This
there's
is
a refresher.
unfortunate.
Oh wow, that is the most useless double ravage I've ever seen in my life. And he gets the tips for it. Ah, that was like a 16-year-old like just premature ejaculating everywhere. That was amazing.
I'm sure you've had a lot of experience with that.
Oh, no doubt. It's just so good. He blew it, and then he's like rearmed. He's like, I can do it again.
Boom, he was already dead.
Yeah. Oh, and there goes
Oh.
Justin hunting deep again. Fred proving valuable with his. They are. Ooh, 2-man ice path. They are pushing back the trees pretty well. Here comes the Wraith path. Wraith pack. A D pushing Fred out there. As he salves up because he can't get back to the fountain. Desperate times.
Nah, it's like, what damage?
Oh
Go ahead.
no. Here comes Danny on the bot with his motherfuckers. Big fucking trees. Looks like they're gonna lose 2 racks while the Jug saves his buyback.
Do it with flair.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle
Jug is back, and they're gonna respectfully push back if they can kill these. If they can kill these. No, these catapults are gonna finish the rags. Mercy! Oh dear, they did not pick the right targets to kill.
Arms for the dead.
Well, somewhere out there, Simon mum jokes are being made, I'm sure. As we probably near the end of game 1. Oh dear, just the tip missing there on the hook shot onto the bat. The bat continuing his charmed life, still only 16-0 after getting 15-0 pretty early in the game.
He's playing it safe now. He's going for a classic Halo perfection.
Excellent. Justin making a statement.
He wants the medal, man. It's a good
Yep.
medal.
If you reschedule for my availability, I'll make you pay for it. That's what he's saying. Been already blown. Does not feel good on the jug. So he's going to try and get back. While Justin already is hunting. And there he... Oh, double! Oh god, what is this?
Alright.
I don't want to know. I don't even know what that mechanic is, but I'm out. What the fuck? Is that in level 25? Yeah, okay. No, it isn't. What is it? Oh, it's his...
Eggs, I
it's
think.
his,
Yeah.
it's his eggs. Stuart talking shit.
And that should be about it.
And there's GG called. Okay. Well, a very one-sided mid turning into a very one-sided mid-game, turning into a one-sided game. As you boys called it.
Yeah. It's one of those matchups you just assume you've already lost your MMR when you see a game set up like that.
Unfortunate.
It's not a great matchup. Yeah.
And a 0-9 game on the clock, which is sad. But not much he could do once he had to be solo lane and then had to go hunting into the abyss, I guess. So hard games are hard.
Alright. Well,
And an unfortunate stomp to round out game 1 of series 1 of Titty Leagues.
yeah, Team Fredship, gonna have to reset. Mental, we got stomped, whatever. Do some Seb talks. And
Seb
then,
talks.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, it's the first of how many games? Jeez, I don't even know.
20?
We're playing for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. I think that's the point of leagues. It's meant to make you feel that you lose a game and it's okay. Because
Alright,
definitely
so
the other
the real-
teams. Yeah, go on.
The real question is Danny gonna go have a smoke break?
Oh. Or do we have time for it? On that note, Daryl, are you going to end this cast?
Alright. You can send us off and then he'll end the stream.
All right. Daryl. Yeah, we can hear you. Why? Why can't the stream hear you? Wait, how can I hear your voice? Yeah.